This is 2508 Shalimar Drive in the heart of Colorado Springs. And when I say the heart of Colorado Springs, I mean, if you zoom out and you look at a map, that is exactly where we are. We have Palmer Park literally less than a mile from the house. In fact, we've got the Colorado Springs Racquet Club steps out the back, which I'll show you how to get there after this. But this house is primarily amazing because of the neighborhood that it's in. You can see these 60 to 70 foot gorgeous, majestic pine trees, these enormous cottonwood trees, oak trees. There is so much life in this neighborhood. You and your family will have ample opportunity to be outside, but still have that privacy that you still want to have, even though you're in the heart of the city and not totally in the mountains. Welcome inside. This home is spectacular. I get people all the time saying, Kyle, I really, really want an open concept. Well, look at this. Does it get any more open than this? You've got 18-foot vaulted ceilings, huge exposed beams going throughout the house, and you're gonna see some unbelievable ones as we go through. But this, I think, the most stunning thing that I have ever seen in a house. So bold by the designer, Shannon Carew, black walls. Look at how it pops the art off of the wall. The plants pop off of the wall. Even this cozy corner, if you have books or anything that's along the walls, it's just gonna pop out and have a really vibrant and somehow extremely cozy feel. This has to be, while it's one of the most open spaces I've ever seen, the coziest places I've ever been. Over here, we do have a wood-burning fireplace, which on those cold Colorado nights is gonna be unbelievable. It's got the blower at the bottom to make sure that it warms up the whole space. But now let me take you to maybe the most important part of the main living area, the kitchen. Now this kitchen is one of the most unique spaces that I think I've ever seen, because again, that same theme continues here into the kitchen, and everybody wants that open space these days. Everybody wants it to flow so that you can see the people that you're interacting with, but you still want this cohesive feel. And even here where we've removed these upper shelf or upper cabinetry, and you've got these floating shelves against that backdrop of the black exposed brick. Oh my God. Just look at how beautifully it contrasts. And then your appliances, you have a 6-burner stove here, matte black with these gold and bronze finishes, the matte black hood vent, and this beautiful fridge. I just need you to see inside of this fridge. If you have not seen this before, this is a GE Cafe fridge that has a dark gray interior with this beautiful light. Just imagine this thing being filled with all those beautiful fruits and veggies and meats just looking. I feel like I'd never be able to open this fridge and not grab a snack. But the kitchen, again, all of the details that we have in here. So the main countertop is actually, I know you can't really see this, but it's a leathered granite countertop that has this really beautiful feel to it. It's extremely elegant. Of course, the built-in washer machine here with this huge, oversized, beautiful stone countertop. And that contrasts beautifully against, as you walk in, it's such a statement piece. Even the sink has a statement piece with its beautiful matte black faucet. This kitchen is a dream. Ample storage, extra wide cabinets, extra wide drawers, everything obviously soft close. And it flows right over into the eating space. You know, these days, a lot of people don't want a formal dining room that's separated from everybody else. But then you see a lot of builders that have kind of gone too far and there's no space for a dining table. This has a huge 10-foot dining table already, but I think the centerpiece of this room is this Chihuly-inspired, beautiful, custom chandelier. And what's amazing about this is, like, when you see those warm lights in there, it has this very champagne, very elegant feel to it. I've never seen a chandelier like that, but somehow it just works in this mountain retreat. Now, one thing that is unique about this house that I don't see very often, especially in remodels, is guest bathrooms and powder rooms that are done just as well as the master. Right off of the front door, off of the main living space, there is a little powder room, and it has this beautiful vanity with horizontal slats, still super cozy lighting, and it's just a beautiful little space. And you're gonna see that trend through all 5 bathrooms. This house is 5,700 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths. This is a house that is meant to be lived in, especially for a family with a bunch of kids. Now, you know what? I'm not gonna open this door yet, because that door, behind that door, it's like Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory. There's a good surprise back there. But this is our first bedroom. Now, we don't need to walk into all 6 bedrooms in this house, but this on the main floor is such a good space. It's right off of the front. You can see how much light comes through. But what I really want to show you is, again, the bathroom. This is, in a sense, a junior ensuite. It has a full-size bathroom, again, with a beautiful vanity and a full walk-in shower that has floor-to-ceiling, beautiful marble tile. I love the gold fixtures that are chosen throughout the house. It brings such an elegant and classy feel to everything. Now, if you're gonna have 6 bedrooms and enough people living in this house to actually fill it up, you need a garage space that is big enough to host that. And in here, you have these huge 12-foot ceilings. And in fact, over here, they're at least 13 feet and an extra deep bay. This garage is, gosh, it is every man's dream. You have not only room for the truck and the extra cars, but you even have space along the back here. And in fact, the first time I came into this house, it was decided that back here is enough space to do your own personal home gym. You have ceilings that you can do wall ball throws, you can do power cleans, you can do snatches, you can do whatever type of activity that you're wanting to do in this garage, or store all of the gear that you have, all the mountain bikes, the snowboards, the kayaks, the 4-wheelers. This garage is actually the right size for the house, and you don't see that very often. But now, where are all those extra bedrooms? Let's take you through the surprise door. I've been waiting for weeks to open these doors and do what I'm about to do. That is not a stripper pole. This, please be careful, is a fire pole. And yes, it is designed as a fire pole. That is why it was here. It is not some structural beam holding up the house. There are stairs, but who would take the stairs when there's a fire pole to get you to the basement? Cheers, see you at the bottom. I haven't done that since I was like 7 years old. So now we're in the basement, and this basement is impressive. There are 3 huge bedrooms. To be honest, this basement is big enough to be a house in and of itself. It has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a workshop. So to keep it moving, I really just want to show you the bathroom and the workshop down here. This is a fully finished bathroom. It has a bath and shower combo, and then it also has this gorgeous, I love the dark slate tile for these walls to really, again, kind of complement how it was upstairs. I feel like I'm out of breath from riding that thing down because I got scared. You also have these, I love these sconces, these beautiful light fixtures, instead of what you see in most houses, especially that were built in the 90s and early 2000s, where you have a row of lights across the top that just put out a lot of really, really harsh light. Now, the one thing that you might want is, girls, you might want to add in one more bright light just so that you can do, you know, your makeup before getting ready. Not that I'm advocating for makeup, but you know. Now, this bathroom is actually a Jack and Jill bathroom. There's a bedroom on either side, and look at the size of this bedroom. This is enormous. This is at least a 20 by 20 bedroom, huge walk-in closet. And then let me take you and show you the little workshop in the corner. Again, this is where your mech room is. So you've got your water heater and your mechanicals in here, but this is such a cool and unique space that can be a hobby room. You could build, you know, the old pine wood derbies. That's what I used to do when I was a kid. All kinds of science projects and fun activities that you can do here, especially like imagine if you homeschool your kids and you maybe need a shop class. Then again, the garage is also huge, so you could build a whole wood shop up there, but you've just got so many options. In fact, there's another option upstairs. And now, what you've all been waiting for, the top floor. Before we continue, I have to point out as well, these are local custom pieces as well from a cute little shop that we have here in town called Platt Furniture. Platt Furniture is not like the big box stores. Obviously, you can tell this is super high quality furniture, beautiful. In fact, every client that I have brought through this house has said to me, whoever designed this house, Shannon Carew, whoever designed this house, I'm gonna need them to help me when I buy this house because I want to make sure that I take advantage of the gorgeousness of this area. But this view to my left is what this house is really all about. Again, we talk about that open concept feeling. There is nothing more open concept than from the top floor, from the loft, having a gorgeous view of the kitchen, of the living room, and even the top of this divider that separates the entryway from the kitchen. What's cool is up here, we are actually looking at Pikes Peak right now, and we're watching the afternoon storms build up. And they've built up so much right now that it's actually covering Pikes Peak. So you're just gonna be able to watch these big storms come rolling into Colorado Springs. But there's, again, so many details. From up here, you also have these gorgeous chandeliers that still have that gold finish. You have 3 of them throughout. You've got the fans spinning. Of course, as you look outside, you've got the aspens and their beautiful leaves just glimmering in the wind. 2 things that I love that they did with this house. Now, this is actually original, this tongue and groove wood ceiling that goes all the way up through that vault. This, they kept the same and they built around this, or they designed around this, I should say. But also, these beams are the original wood beams. Now, this house was built in 1986. And if you remember, a lot of those wood colors were really light, very orangey colored wood, and they took the opportunity to darken them. And I think it just, again, adds to that really, really cozy feel. Now, in the basement, I was talking about shops and studies and homeschooling opportunities if you're into that kind of thing. Look at this room and tell me that this could not be the most beautiful study that you've ever had. I can see from this study out these windows all across the neighborhood. Again, we talked about these 30, 40, 50, 60-foot trees, but also it's unobstructed views. Now, because there's clouds coming in and there's a storm today, I can't see them, but earlier we were able to see all the way out to the Spanish Peaks. You can see the Wet Mountains, you can see Cheyenne Mountain. It is ridiculous. And when we go outside from the master, because yes, even on the top floor, there is access to the outside, we'll get a little bit of a taste of what that view really looks like. Thank you for sticking with me. This has been worth it. I know it. Look at this master bathroom. Now, I've been in hundreds of houses this year alone, and I have never seen a master bath that I walked into like this that just immediately took my breath away. First of all, just the size. To add to the size, you have these beautiful 2-foot by 2-foot slate colored tiles on the floor. And then your eyes are obviously drawn to this shower. Now I'm gonna step in here. What's beautiful is seamless drain at the bottom through the tile, these beautiful wood-inspired vertical tile wall, and it's a double shower. If you're gonna buy a house in this price point, nobody wants a shower that's 3 feet by 3 feet, and this screams luxury. And on top of that, look at this tub. Now, it may be hard to see on the camera, but this tub has such a unique shape. It's not a perfect circle, it's almost egg-shaped, and it waves as it goes. This is gorgeous. But to give you some scale, you know how we do. I'm gonna get in the tub. And you just sink into it. Again, I'm just imagining a hot summer day or a cold winter Colorado night where it's dark outside. You can see the stars out this window. You've got this gorgeous little chandelier just above. I mean, you could fit like 3 people in here. This is incredible. Now, I don't know about you gentlemen, but for me, I find myself ready in about 2 minutes when it's date night. And this is a great opportunity so that I'm not sitting on the edge of my tub like what I have to do at my house, but I can sit on this beautiful piece. There's plenty of room for it. It's not awkward while my wife gets ready for date night. And where is she doing it? Again, at this beautiful, huge double vanity, these big mirrors that are beautiful with these hanging lights. There's so much light in here already, but it still feels so warm and so cozy. Finally, a master closet that is big enough for both my stuff and her stuff. And then, you have waited so patiently for this, but the master suite. Look at the scale and the size of this master suite. Now, this is a king bed, right? This is nothing to scoff at, and there is still so much room for activities. Again, we have another beautiful piece from Platt Furniture, and as you noticed maybe throughout the house, you have these beautiful paintings by Sarah Tucker that really just add a touch of elegance to this house. But I love, again, the light fixtures that are chosen throughout the entire house. I think 2024 is the year of the lights. Lighting, I think, just has such a powerful effect on the feel of a house or the feel of a room or a study. And it can be sterile or it can be warm and inviting like these. And speaking of warm and inviting, I know me, and I know where I'd be spending an inordinate amount of time. And that is out on this private deck that overlooks the rest of the city. But it doesn't overlook just a ton of development, and it's not like I just see a bunch of houses. Yeah, there's a couple here and there, but again, these trees are so big and so private, and we're on top of a hill, so as it slopes down, you just get these unobstructed views, Cheyenne Mountain, the storms on top of Pikes Peak, all the way out to the Wet Mountains, and then on a clear day, all the way down to the Spanish Peaks. This is one of the most popular houses, I think, to ever be on the market in Colorado Springs. Every client that we've brought over here thus far has put this at a 95 to a 100 on their scale of 0 to 100 because the mountain feel, but still with incredible access to all the amenities and needs of Colorado Springs. This house, 2508 Shalimar, is an unbelievable purchase. It's an unbelievable value. I have to give huge props to Sarah Tucker and Shannon Crew for the work that they did, and the whole Distinctive Home Collection team for the remodel. If you would like to get a private showing of this house, information's below. Reach out to me. I would love to take you through. I'm gonna go enjoy my coffee on the back porch. On the back porch.